Ah, all right.
Oh, hi there. You're probably waiting for the fucking ugly idiot that you just saw 2 seconds ago or whatever. I don't know, man. I'm a whale. I'm a big fat whale. I don't know why I'm a big fat whale, but I'm a big fat whale. I didn't choose to be a big fat whale. Nature did. The only thing I did was put that little stupid looking flower on my head. I like to poop wherever I want because I'm in water. I'm gray because gray is both it's my birth color. And so the stream is about to begin. I am a little ball of fire. Look at me. Look at me.
Hello, G. Your boy Snowy here, the hot.
Oh, hi there. You're probably waiting for the fucking ugly idiot that you just saw 2 seconds ago or whatever. I don't know, man. I'm a whale. I'm a big fat whale. I don't know why I'm a big fat whale, but I'm a big fat whale. I didn't choose to be a big fat whale. Nature did. The only thing I did was put that little stupid looking flower on my head. I like to poop wherever I want because I'm in water. I'm gray because gray is both it's my birth color. Gray is my birth color in both appearance and demeanor. Alright, let me go find that fucking idiot.
Alright, this is Stupid Thursdays. Look, whatever, man. Stupid Thursdays every day. I'm just gonna wait until more people connect.
Oh, hello. Yes, you're wondering what the hell is happening. Well, I find that there's not many people watching it at this moment. Therefore, the notification was getting really bad. And so the stream is about to begin. I am a little ball of fire. Look at me. Look at me.
Hello G, your boy Snowy here, the hottest, well, technically coldest IT guy in Bangalore. Listen, yaar, this office auntie comes to me with her laptop today, and I'm like, damn,
Come on, people,
she's got
connect.
more tabs open than my ex had red flags. Speaking of dating, these Delhi girls keep swiping left because I'm too cold. Hello? At least I'm not like that player Bunny, my cousin, who keeps melting hearts and ghosting. And my parents tried setting me up with a refrigerator. A refrigerator. Just because she can make ice cubes doesn't mean we're compatible. And this server room drama, my boss keeps saying I'm not hot enough for the job. Excuse me? I'm literally trying not to be hot. These thirsty CPUs need to chill, just like my DMs. Arre baapre, gotta go. My snow is starting to get a bit too slushy, if you know what I mean.
Oh, okay. Oh, hi. This is
Hello G,
terrible
your boy Snowy
content.
here, the hottest, well, technically coldest IT guy in Bangalore. Listen, yaar, this office auntie comes to me with her laptop today, and I'm like, damn, she's got more tabs open than my ex had red flags. Speaking of dating, these Delhi girls keep swiping left because I'm too cold. Hello? At least I'm not like that player Bunny, my cousin, who keeps melting hearts and ghosting. And my parents tried setting me up with a refrigerator. A refrigerator. Just because she can make ice cubes doesn't mean we're compatible. And this server room drama, my boss keeps saying I'm not hot enough for the job. Excuse me? I'm literally trying not to be hot. These thirsty CPUs need to chill, just like my DMs. Arre baapre, gotta go. My snow is starting to get a bit too slushy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. How is everyone? So today, as I was looking forward to being viewed by very little people, but it's fine. I had a dream that I was like a big fat whale, and it kind of went like this.
Oh, hi there. You're probably waiting for the fucking ugly idiot that you just saw 2 seconds ago or whatever. I don't know, man. I'm a whale. I'm a big fat whale. I don't know why I'm a big fat whale, but I'm a big fat whale. I didn't choose to be a big fat whale. Nature did. The only thing I did.
It's the first time I
that little stupid looking flower.
It's the first time I actually hear myself.
I like
as a big fat whale.
I want, and I'm in water.
Kind of awkward.
I'm gray because gray is both it's my birth color. Gray is my birth color in both appearance.
Alright, so today is a Thursday. Welcome to Stupid Thursday. Alright? Where, we make the best out of whatever situation, And, we can talk about stuff. I know that I have no audience, whatever, it's fine. So, recently, and it's been like this for a while, right? There's there's all these videos that are coming up about this guy, about Logan Paul, right? He's really getting investigated because now everything is a scam, right? Except for scams, but everything is a scam. Okay, like literally, like you watch anything, any form of content that's monetized on YouTube, you see like even the ads are like ads about scams. So like, can you imagine like if you're subscribed to Andrew, to like any finance guru. Like if you're subscribed to like Luke Belmar, you're watching a guy shilling a scam, promoting a scam, and then like there's ads in his videos of scams, And so I think like everything, like I think like grifters, they like their time is counted because I think it's so saturated that it's gonna like there might still be people that get that are naive enough to fall for this, to still fall for shit like this, but like I think that in not very long, like you won't be able to fool the 90-year-old grandma. She's gonna know, because they're not even clever with it anymore. It's just like it's straight up a scam. Like, do you want to quit? Like, there's fucking videos about people saying that a 9-to-5 job is a scam. I mean, that's just fucking. But yeah. To get back on the Logan Paul situation, I don't really give a shit. You know what I mean? This guy, like, I saw his like Japanese thing when it had just came out. Because that guy's been on YouTube since Fred. Fred with the high pitched voice. Well, Fred used to be the before he went to do Nickelodeon shit, he used to be the most subscribed YouTube channel, right? And so like Logan Paul's been doing this since, you know, Shane Dawson was making sketch videos, and since Fred was the most subscribed channel. And so, you know, but he's not like unknown to controversy. That's the thing. Like, people should have seen this. Like, well, people actually. Well, I mean, he's been, you know, he should have been looked into a long time ago. I mean, the shit he's been doing. I mean, this guy's like, this guy's been soulless for so long. And the reason why I think they're investigating this guy, okay, instead of, because there's so many meme coin scams, crypto scams, right? But the fact that they're really doubling down on this particular situation with Logan Paul, I think is because of the fact that CoffeeZilla exposed him. And when he got asked what happened, like why, because not only did it, because a lot of, you know, crypto stuff is a scam, but they can be categorized as fails. But like in the case of CryptoZoo, it never worked, and so he accepted investments before the launch date, and it never worked. And when he got interviewed by CoffeeZilla, he was like, his story had no sense, made no sense. You know, he paid this guy all this money, and then this guy apparently stole the code, and you know, and so that's in my opinion, that's why I think he's he might be the first of all of these people to actually go to jail. He should have been more careful. I mean, I don't know what the guy was thinking. It's like he could have came up with like any other story, you know. But he decided to go with like the code got stolen. You know, obviously the code didn't get stolen. I mean, you know, like he was like when he got interviewed, he must have been so nervous. He that lie is so bad. It's like if he was lying, like his lying was like 8-year-old. It was like an 8-year-old level lie. And even then, I think most 8-year-olds, most 8-year-old girls lie better than the moment when Logan Paul said the code got stolen by his dev, who he paid $1 million. Holy shit, man. Well, whatever. I don't really give a shit though. I just wanted to, you know, because you know I'm very lonely, so I just wanted to, you know, get that out of my system. But yeah, if he does the jail time, I mean, he does jail time, what can I say? But when he'll get out of jail, he's going to be more famous than ever. And I'll be still looking like this, like a little trash can. Like this little trash can. This is my favorite trash can. Look at this trash can. I like that. So I'm actually going to send this intro to Luke Belmar, so he puts it in at the beginning of his next tutorial. Fraudulent finance. How to scam your community and then lie about it right in their face. Yeah. And look, it's like a manlier version of Luke Belmar with a little bit of a scruff, you know? Fraudulent finance. Yeah, man. You could put this at the beginning of everything. There's even his little name here at the bottom. He goes, hey, welcome to Fraudulent Finance. My name is Luke Belmar, here to grab your cash and run. All right, and this is my intro. This is my intro right this one. Huh? I wish I was that handsome though, huh? You know, like the guy that I generated with AI. You know, the guy that was dressed in white. Man, I wish I looked like that, man. That'd be so great. All buff, you know. Just came back from being a horse, transforms into a human. Man, that's great. That's how that's how it goes. Right. So whatever. We'll wait a bit. I don't know. Just gonna leave the stream on all day. Maybe a little bit. What I usually do, because I don't really have an audience. I try to just, instead of just watching videos on my computer, well, I just stream. I just stream myself watching videos on my computer. I don't know. I figure, most people do this, and it eventually turns out to be a good idea. It turns out to be not a waste of time, and so, which to everyone's surprise, I think so. That's what I'm doing as well. If I fail, that's an indicator of how, how much of a loser I am. But it's fine, man. I have accepted it. I've accepted that. I've accepted whatever fate awaits me. All right. So let's watch couple video. Let's watch Norm Macdonald. This is the main thing here. We watch Norm Macdonald. All right. So, okay. Yep. Oh, yes, we do watch Norm Macdonald. All right. When I move, because I'm moving soon, when I move, I'll make sure to get, internet, because, I told myself instead of doing what I used to do for everything, I used to do everything half-assed and then give up halfway. Instead of doing that, even if I have no audience for 5 years, 6 years, I'm still gonna broadcast my terrible content to other terrible people, which is most people. No, I'm just saying. Makes me feel less lonely to stream. Oh yeah, hey, let's watch this. Hey, Miscavige is, oh yeah, because the guy from Channel 5. He's like an independent reporter, an independent journalist. He makes really great content. He put out a movie, like a Netflix documentary, recently about this guy, conspiracy theory guy. I can't what's the title of the movie? It's Dear something. Dear it's in the trailer is a guy he doesn't like Antifa and BLM He goes to this rally and he starts yelling that Kobe Bryant was assassinated by the Clintons. Oh man, that's such a good like just that little clip of him yelling, total silence, and then him yelling, Kobe Bryant was assassinated by the Clintons. Man, that is good. Well, guess what? He's on Patrick Bet David's podcast. Patrick Bet David, he's a very eloquent kind of guy. He's from Iran, but he's been living in the U.S. for a long time. He's been before ever being in the internet celebrity spotlight kind of thing. He had been running a multi-level marketing scheme like for many years, and that's why he's got so much money, because he's at the very top. And he's just collecting, the poor people that fall for this crap. And some of them never realize, or just don't want to admit that they're in a multi-level marketing scheme, and so they try to push the idea they try to brush the idea away. But this guy, that's what he did. He's like at the top of a pyramid scheme, and he's been doing that for a long time, and he's like, it's a known thing, and he's been defending it. But he's like the ultimate grifter. Let's watch this, because like Miscavige is like it's like a lady in Scientology, whatever. She was like supposed to attend. I think
that you can use to connect and visualize data insights
most
from
recent
any
wedding.
source in real time.
Whatever.
You have your integrations. Datasets allow you to combine and modify that data as you wish, and widgets turn
But the
raw
Channel
data from
5
any
news guy,
dataset
he's really
into
cool.
instantly
Like his
actionable visuals. Once you're
his
logged
interviews
in,
with Hunter Biden.
Like imagine
are
if
really,
for
really
someone
good.
like Alex Jones went on
The recent
TV
stuff.
and said, "I support
This
a
is also
Palestinian
recent
two-state
stuff.
solution."
I believe.
A lot of people would be upset with that.
But Alex has also not been the most agreeable guy in the Republican side. Every president has had a little, on the conservative side, nobody outside of Trump has been very close to him.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the Republican presidents can't stand Alex Jones.
Really?
You think George Bush likes Alex Jones?
What is George Bush doing nowadays?
No, but seriously, do you think George Bush likes Alex Jones?
I mean, I don't know if George Bush knows who Alex Jones is.
No, I guarantee you he knows who Alex Jones is. I guarantee you he knows who Alex Jones is. Wasn't Alex like the first one that came out saying 9/11 is going to be happening and they're going to blame this and they're going to blame that? Isn't that? Didn't he do something like that?
Yeah, I mean, he was warning of an impending terrorist
Right.
attack. I think specifically on the World Trade Center, like years and years before it happened.
And let me tell you one thing. The thing that bothers me, and I think bothers a lot of people about Patrick Bet David, is the fact that not too long ago he portrayed himself as this libertarian guy, that was for the people, which was never true. And now he's like this super right wing, like Republican figure, like, and that's what people don't like about this guy. All he tries to do, and that's because of his MLM multi-level marketing scheme background. All he tries to do is appeal to the masses. Whatever, like, the most people around him, like, lean towards, in terms of like a train of thought or whatever, like politically or whatever, like the he's gonna agree with what most people agree on just to appeal to the masses. He has no original thought, He just wants to, and he doesn't want to go with the flow. He just wants to, he's a follower, but he's like a leader follower. I don't know. He's a piece of shit.
Right.
Bear in mind that was after there were bombs detonated in the parking.
He just likes to
garage
appeal
of
to
World
the
Trade Center.
masses,
Was it 1997 or 99?
Patrick
So
Bet
it
David.
makes sense. It wasn't like he was conjuring up that image from scratch, but it makes sense as to why George W. Bush doesn't.
Not
like
this guy.
Alex Jones.
So I guess what I'm trying to say is, when you use the example of Alex
This
Jones,
fucker.
I don't know if Republicans side with Alex Jones.
Yeah.
Outside of Trump.
I guess what I'm kind of trying to
and
say
I-
is when you become a social media influencer on different
Yeah.
political side, on one political side of the aisle, it can disrupt your business and income if you decide to deviate from the norm of the consensus.
So for you, when I watch you, you say, I have left this, but I'm not really, I don't want to be tied to a political side, and I don't want to do this and that, but I'm kind of this. as you're going through all of these places and you're living your life and you're developing your own opinion. You're only 28. You're growing.
27.
27.
Yeah.
97. I'm doing the math. So you're going to be 28.
Yeah.
What month are you born?
I'm actually was born on April 23rd, so it's coming right
Oh,
up.
well, that's right. We made a note of that. Your birthday's coming up. That's
Thanks.
right. But happy early birthday to you, by the
Thank
way.
you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, as you're going through this, would you consider yourself more of an anti-establishment person?
Anti-establishment, like socially progressive. I think people should be able to do whatever they want to do within reason. But yeah, socially progressive, anti-establishment. Definitely don't find any identity in either of the major political parties today.
Yeah. And to you, and Alex Jones would be a guy.
You'll see, like, during the whole interview, because Patrick Bet-David is, like, aware that people, like most people, like more than 75% of people, they like the Channel 5 news guy. Well, even though he's like super left-wing, libertarian, the anti-establishment, the guy, the Channel 5 news guy, and that right now Patrick Bet-David, that contradicts his persona, his newfound persona of this Republican guy. He's still not going to. He's never going to try to clash or disagree with the guy he's interviewing, just because he wants to always appeal to the masses, no matter what. He has no integrity, and when you think about it, it makes sense, because he runs a multi-level marketing scheme which just profits off of the most naive, the most vulnerable. So this guy has, this is a great example of a guy who has no soul. Patrick Bet-David has no soul.
That is, would you put him as an establishment guy or anti-establishment?
Anti-establishment,
Okay, great.
for
That's
sure,
what I'm saying.
100%.
Yeah. So I think you and Alex are. Obviously, he makes claims, he says things. You don't do that. You just go get the content and say, hey, what do you think, audience? Make up your mind.
Yeah.
This is up to you, right? You don't get up there and say, let me tell you what I think is going to be going on. That's not
Yeah.
your brand.
Definitely.
You're more going out there doing the journalism. But to me, it's almost like whenever somebody isn't invited to the White House too often by president, they don't trust the guy fully.
Yeah.
The only guy that's given this guy the opportunity to come in is Trump. All the other guys weren't comfortable with him. As a young guy yourself, how do you feel about Trump?
I mean, in what sense?
You know your business better than anyone, right? So why not build an app to run it with Base 44? This finance app solves your business headaches, tracking invoices, managing clients.
Okay, so you're in the streets, you're talking to everybody. Did you think he was going to win, or did you think, oh, there's no way this guy's going to win?
I definitely did not think that he was going to
Oh,
win.
really? Even till the last minute?
I mean, I think I'm kind of in a bubble to a certain extent.
Okay.
I'm mostly
Yeah.
in like progressive major cities, so
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that he was going to win. But then after the assassination attempt, I knew he would win. Specifically when he pumped his fist and said fight, I was like, it's done. There's nothing the Democrats could possibly do to take the trophy with this guy. But yeah, I would say in general, like, I'm not really like a Trump guy. Mostly, I don't like the way that that political movement makes people treat each other. Just on like a day-to-day human level. Like interpersonal interactions get really dark between the Trump crowd and their opposition.
Who do you think created that?
I just think that the showmanship of politics that's happened in the last, probably 6 to 8 years, it's kind of like two football teams, and it gets pretty gnarly out there. I don't think people were fighting in the streets
that's
during
true.
the Obama and Romney election.
You can
people
love
like
Trump all
Romney
you want.
Cowboys,
He is very
Romney,
divisive.
Okay, so
People
let me ask
treat
you
each
this. Do
other
you think,
more like shit.
For a guy that's anti-establishment, do you view Romney as an establishment guy or an anti-establishment guy?
I mean, I know he's part of the Utah establishment because he is a Mormon,
Right.
Which is no disrespect to Mormons, they're actually really nice.
Sure. Yeah.
But I think so, yeah, for sure. He's like an RNC guy.
Did you do something with Mormons or no?
No, I want to.
Oh,
but
you
it's kind
got
of hard
to.
because if you portray them negatively, it's kind of like Scientologists. Like
Yeah.
the Mormons have a lot of money to sue you.
Yeah, but Scientology will come after you in different ways.
I'm more scared of Scientology than any other subgroup in the world.
Really?
Yeah, you know about fair gaming, right? Their policy where they can like stalk you and harass you for years and
Of
use
course, I'm
like,
very familiar with
use
that.
CIA technology. to
Scientology
finger
is
the
so
schizophrenic
much
brain.
money.
For sure. They are incredible at
Yeah.
what they do. I mean, the guy's wife's been missing for how long? David Miscavige's wife's been missing for how many years now?
Shirley?
Is it Shelley or Shirley?
Shelley. Yeah, and there was like an LAPD checkup where they like reported
Patrick
nothing.
Bet-David
I
has
was
a
like,
bunch
what do
of
you mean?
money,
Did you talk
but
to her? They're like, no,
he
we're not gonna
stole
say
it
it.
from
Like,
the
everything's fine. There's a guy in
the
Los Angeles right
vulnerable
now.
and the,
He's one of those like Second
you know,
Amendment, First
the
Amendment
unaware,
pop watcher
the
guys.
naive.
His name is I think it's like Stop Scientology LA. He stands outside of the Church of Scientology on Hollywood Boulevard every single day, live streaming for hours, physically like blocking the entryway, getting people to not go inside and get a free auditing session. So he's single-handedly shut down the recruitment operation in Hollywood. One man.
Yeah, she's apparently been missing since '07. Okay, since 2007 she's been missing.
Well, I think we know what happened.
What's that?
She's dead.
You think so?
Yeah, dude.
Leah Remini. Did you ever see the Leah? Am I saying her last name correctly?
Shelley Miscavige.
No, Leah
Remini.
Remini. Do you know who she is?
Is she
Leah
dead?
Remini? No.
Oh, she made a. She was in Going Clear, right? That big
That's
Netflix
right,
documentary
yeah.
about Scientology.
Yeah. And she went on and she says, well, one time I went and I said, so how's Shelley doing? And everybody looked at me saying, hey, you don't ask a question like that. And I was like, well, I'm just asking a basic question. She's a friend of mine. You don't ask a question like that. And then she's like, that's when I realized something's weird over here.
Yeah.
So you think she's been dead in '07. So let me ask you, if that's the case, what is the protocol? What are they supposed to do? Is the government supposed to investigate? Or are we one day going to sit there and say, Shelley Miscavige is 173 years old, been missing since 2007. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, like is she gonna get a funeral?
when does it get to a point that the government says, I want to investigate what really happened to her? Has there ever been one, Rob? Has the U.S. government or the PD ever investigated to find out what happened to her? You just went after Scientology.
Another crazy fact too is that David Miscavige, their leader, has never done an interview. He's only ever been Wait, with who?
One interview he did. You've never seen this?
No.
I feel like fucking Patrick Bet-David doesn't really like inform himself of whatever the hell he's going to talk about, because Patrick Bet-David doesn't really, because for sure that he knew he was gonna discuss this with him. He knew he was gonna be super informed, and he decides to just fucking know absolutely nothing. I don't know. Maybe that's what he wants. It just makes him look like such a fucking idiot. It's like, you really don't. That really doesn't make people want to join your fucking MLM, man. Because what he's asking is, has any people ever investigated Miscavige's disappearance? And there's like so many documentaries about that. So you don't even need to know how to read. Like that, it was such a news story at some point. I mean, even people who don't follow the story could answer that question. And he's asking the guy who probably produced a documentary about Set, and I don't think he did anything about that, but like, it's like the questions he asks are so vague and boring, but he has this like epiphany like intonation to his voice. He sounds like he's all like surprised, like he's all like, oh, he's like, oh my God, it's like he's having an epiphany. It's fuck, man. But that's his thing. Yeah, Patrick Bet-David, he appeals to the dumb because that's his audience, and he's actually entertaining to watch, when there's a good, because he's very big, so like on the platform. Why is Logan Paul going to jail? You don't know why Logan Paul's going to jail? Because of CryptoZoo. And before people say, well, there's a bunch of there's like thousands and thousands and thousands of crypto scams. Yes, that is true, but the way that he mitigated the whole CoffeeZilla investigation about him, like when he was called on to talk about what had happened, his story is so out there That's actually what made the FBI started investigating him. He wasn't investigated by the FBI before that. It was because of CoffeeZilla. Because he's just, CoffeeZilla did a very good job at describing what had happened. Because like the thing is with Logan Paul, he couldn't categorize like his project as being only a failure, because most of these crypto scams, they can say, oh, it just failed, but we didn't mean for it to fail. But in the case of Logan Paul, it didn't even work, and then the fact that afterwards he completely ignored the people that lost money, and also the people that lost money were directly the people from his audience. He says he's a massive name, and just the fact that he said that he paid $1 million for the project, but then the dev who he had paid all this money ran away with the code in a different country. It makes no sense. And so he will be going to court, that guy, I believe. I mean, if he can pay his way out, he probably will, but I think he's going to go to court, and whenever that happens, there's very little chances that he'll get acquitted. If it's a jury court, no chance. So, but I thought you were joking. Why is Logan Paul going? Just open your YouTube thing and just don't write it. Don't search for anything. Just your page. Even if you're not subscribed to him, I'm not subscribed to him. Everybody's talking about that. That's the main meta of YouTube today. Just like not too long ago, everybody was talking about how Kai Cenat and XQC hated each other. It's a good thing that people got to take responsibility at some point. There's so many people that go to jail for no reason. I'm really against people snitching on people, but in the case of Logan Paul, I mean regular people that work 9-to-5 jobs that had saved all their life savings and trusted this guy, man. They dumped it, a lot of people dumped 75% of their savings into this thing because they had been watching this guy for a long time online, and he's 30, and he's not they thought they could trust the guy, but you can't trust anyone, man, because nowadays everything is a scam. Everyone is a scam. Everything is a scam. Everything you watch is a scam, and then in the scammy fucking thing you're watching, they put ads about scams. So that's what's going on.
Oh, I gotta find it.
You have to watch this. You're saying you're in the space, so maybe
I've only seen him portrayed by Scientology media.
He's done one interview his entire life. Yeah, I'm right, with Ted Koppel. By the way, if you've never seen this,
okay, thank you for the fact check on this.
Have
1992.
to watch this. Yes.
So it's been over 30 years since
it
his
has
last
been.
appearance.
And let me tell you, the way he interviews,
Miscavige Scientology,
the way this guy interviews with Ted Koppel,
is
unbelievable. And if you watch him,
so if you're subscribed to Oompaville, he has a full long form video, but the whole Miscavige story is very, very, very good. I'll watch it right now. It's that lady who she was married to someone who was high in the ranks of Scientology, and she mysteriously vanished, and people think she's dead. It's been a while, but it's a story that recently went viral, but it's an old story. Umpaville. It's this one. I like this guy.
My unique, experience with Ross really helped get me a leg up in the industry today by allowing me to be a leader within my class, being a leader within the school, really just being involved.
On November 18th, 2006, torches and fireworks lit up the Odescalchi Castle outside of Rome as Tom Cruise married Katie Holmes in what tabloids dubbed the wedding of the century. The guest list was absolutely stacked with actors like Will Smith and athletes like David Beckham, but the real MVP at this wedding was Tom Cruise's best man, David Miscavige, the leader of Scientology, the religion that Tom Cruise is famously associated with. But someone at the wedding is clearly missing. Like a scene out of Austin Powers. There's a chair with a name. Nobody's sitting in the chair.
Come on, Dad, stand up and take a bow.
That guy's wife.
The missing person is Shelley Miscavige, the unofficial first lady of Scientology, the wife of David Miscavige. She's no...
Hello? Hello? Tanya. Fuck, I don't even know who called me, man. Because I get called by collections all the time. But that was not a, that was a guy. That was like a real person. I think it might be collections still. Yeah, it's collections. Yeah. Yeah, it can't be like... Look, I'll call again and we'll see. I'll call the number because it was a person. I just want to know. Just to make sure. Just in case it's something important. Alright, I'll resume the thing in a second. I just want to see. Is it collections? I'll call the number. I think it's an odd number called me. I'll put it on speakerphone.
Calling commercial credit adjusters. For English, please stay on the line.
Oh, it's collections. But instead of because usually they just play a fucking a pre-recorded thing, but now they put a guy on, so I would answer, but no. All right, we'll continue this.
nowhere to be seen, and she should absolutely be there. Actress Leah Remini, who was a Scientologist at the time, asked where Shelley was to other church leaders, and she was admonished or told off.
I asked the spokesperson at the time, Tom Davis, where is Shelley? I think it's weird that she's not here. And he said, you don't have the effing rank to be asking about the leader's wife. And I felt that I did have the effing rank to ask where a human being was.
And after Tom Cruise's wedding, no one would see Shelley Miscavige in public again. So how exactly does the first lady of a billion-dollar religion disappear in plain sight? First, we need to go back a little bit and learn about who Shelley Miscavige is and how important this is. By the way, I made another Scientology video a few weeks ago with more general information if you want to check that out. Shelley Miscavige was born Michelle Diane Barnett in 1961, and she was groomed into Scientology before she could even walk. Shelley's parents, Barney and Flo Barnett, weren't just casual believers in L. Ron Hubbard's movement, they were true believers. They were the kind of people to completely sacrifice their kids' childhood for what they saw was the true salvation of mankind. When Shelley was barely old enough to understand what was happening to her, her parents made the decision that would define the rest of her life. They signed her up for Scientology's most elite and demanding organization, the Sea Organization, or Sea Org, as it's known to outsiders, or a human trafficking ring, as it's also known to outsiders. It's not a summer camp or some kind of boarding school. It's a billion-year commitment.
That's so sad, you know? Imagine you're a child and you have to, because it's like a thing where children have to like work. They're like slaves.
To serve L. Ron Hubbard, this guy. It's a billion-year commitment, and the intention is to serve his vision of clearing the planet. A billion years. In Scientology, cosmology, your souls are eternal and reincarnation is an absolute fact, so signing the contract is just kind of part of it. So Shelley signing this doesn't mean she just serves the organization in this lifetime, but also in every lifetime to come. By the time Shelley was 12 years old, she found herself aboard a converted cattle ferry called the Apollo, which sailed the Mediterranean as a part of L. Ron Hubbard's floating headquarters. But Shelley wasn't just in any position on the ship. She had been chosen by L. Ron Hubbard as one of his personal Commodore's messengers, which is a cadre of children who acted as the founder's direct representatives and personal attendants. So that sounds crazy. These kids were powerful in Scientology. To understand how much power they actually wielded, you have to understand that L. Ron Hubbard wasn't just the founder, he was also the most important man on earth in the eyes of the doctrine. And the Commodore's messengers were Hubbard's eyes and ears throughout the organization. They were his little birds. They carried his orders, they observed everything, and they reported back directly to him. They were trained to speak with his authority, to think like him, and to essentially become extensions of his will. So for a young girl like Shelley, this meant growing up in an environment where a normal childhood and normal childhood experiences, such as playing with friends, going to school, developing your own kind of identity, these things were replaced with the intense responsibility of essentially serving as a conduit for what Scientologists believe was the most important man on earth, the Jesus of Scientology. On top of that, life aboard the Apollo was unlike anything most people can imagine now. The ship housed hundreds of Scientologists, all living in cramped quarters while sailing from port to port across the Mediterranean. And Hubbard ruled this floating kingdom with absolute authority, and the children who served as his messengers were both privileged and burdened by their proximity to his power. They wore these ridiculous naval-style uniforms, they carried official duties, and were expected to maintain the same level of dedication and discipline as the adults that were around them, the leaders of Scientology. And it was during these formative years that Shelley's path would intersect with another young Sea Org member who would fundamentally alter the course of her life and the life of Scientology. David Miscavige. He was born in 1960 and was just a year older than Shelley when he too found his way into Hubbard's inner circle. And like Shelley, David had been raised in a Scientology family from childhood, his family having joined the movement when he was just a wee lad. He's still a wee lad, by the way. But he was even more wee at one point. By David's early teens, he had already demonstrated the kind of fierce loyalty and organizational skills that caught Hubbard's attention. He joined the cadre of little birds. And the relationship between Shelley and David began during these years on the Apollo and continued as they both rose through the ranks of the Sea Org. And in 1982, when Shelley was 21 years old and David was 22, they married in a Scientology ceremony, which is it's really strange. Their weddings are really odd and their ceremonies are bizarre. But this specifical union was not a union between two young people in love. It was a merger of two of the most promising members of Scientology's next guard, both of whom had been groomed from childhood.
Stop buying courses. But first things first, let me build your store free today and then give you my courses completely free. Now, I have an AI store builder that we've created that we've been using with Shopify now for about 2 years. And they pay me to let you use it free. It's going to build you an incredible store preloaded with 20 hot trending products that are yours to start selling, right? And I'm going to give you my courses completely free. No upsell funnel and all of that stuff. It's just a store that is built, that is optimized, that's ready to go, that is 100% yours. I don't own any of it. I don't take any of the sales. And Shopify pays me a commission. I'm awarded the most innovative commerce coach in the world by Shopify. They believe that I'm one of the best at not only building the stores, but teaching you how to use them. And that's why I have this deal. I don't have to sell you anything. Shopify is going to pay me. And here's the thing, if I don't perform 90 days from now, if you cancel your store, Shopify doesn't even pay me. You have to keep your store for 90 days for me to get paid. I'm highly incentivized to help you win with this store. And again, my services are free. All you have to do is simply sign up for a Shopify account. I can't get your Shopify account for you. And then go to the next page. You'll create a free account with our store builder. It'll ask you 2 or 3 questions like, what color do you want? It'll generate some AI banners for you. And then it'll connect to your new store. Boom. In 10 minutes, it's ready to go. The settings are set up. The products are preloaded. You're connected to a world-class dropship vendor that's here in the US. So you have 20 hot trending products that you can start selling right away. The courses and everything are unlocked, and you'll even have access to our live trainings that we do every week. And again, they're not sales trainings, they're not sales pitches, it's just meat and potatoes training. So if that sounds good to you, let me build your store right here, right now. In this moment, you're watching this video, now is the best time. Seize the moment. Click below. You're going to see it's easy. In 10 minutes, you're going to be ready to go. Your store is going to be live. You can show it off to your friends and your family, and you can hit the ground running. And again, it's completely free right now because Shopify is paying me to do it. It's one of the top partners of Shopify in the world. You can go look at my social media. Go to the Adrian.
Oh, hi there. You're probably waiting for the fucking ugly idiot that you just saw 2 seconds ago or whatever. I don't know, man. I'm a whale. I'm a big fat whale. I don't know why I'm a big fat whale, but I'm a big fat whale. I didn't choose to be a big fat whale. Nature did. The only thing I did was put that little stupid looking flower on my head. I like to poop wherever I want because I'm in water. I'm gray because gray
Grace, both it's my birth color. Gray is my birth color in both appearance and demeanor. Alright, let me go find that fucking idiot. And so the stream is about to begin. I am a little ball of fire. Look at me. Look at me. And so the stream is about to begin. I am a little ball of fire.
Hello, G. Your boy Snowy here, the hottest, well, technically coldest IT guy in Bangalore. Listen, yaar, this office auntie comes to me with her laptop today, and I'm like, damn, she's got more tabs open than my ex had red flags. Speaking of dating, these Delhi girls keep swiping left because I'm too cold. Hello? At least I'm not like that player Bunny, my cousin, who keeps melting hearts and ghosting. And my parents tried setting me up with a refrigerator. A refrigerator. Just because she can make ice cubes doesn't mean we're compatible. And this server room drama, my boss keeps saying I'm not hot enough for the job. Excuse me? I'm literally trying not to be hot. These thirsty CPUs need to chill, just like my DMs. Arre baapre, gotta go. My snow is starting to get a bit too slushy, if you know what I mean. Hello, G. Your boy Snowy here, the hottest, well, technically coldest IT guy in Bangalore. Listen, yaar, this office auntie comes to me with her laptop today, and I'm like, damn, she's got more tabs open than my ex had red flags. Speaking of dating, these Delhi girls keep swiping left because I'm too cold. Hello? At least I'm not like that player Bunny, my cousin, who keeps melting hearts and ghosting. And my parents tried setting me up with a refrigerator. A refrigerator. Just because she can make ice cubes doesn't mean we're compatible. And this server room drama,
you.